guys, today we're talking about 10 things you may have forgot to stockpile, and Mike came up with one today at Home Depot that we had forgotten.
I did?
You did.
I can't wait to find out what it is.
All right, number 1, outdoor lights. So, you know the outdoor solar lights? If you run out of batteries, if you don't have electricity, those outdoor solar lights will work really well to give you some lighting if you need in an emergency.
Inside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you put them outside to sun and then inside to give you light.
Yep.
Yep. That's a good idea.
Thank you. 2, dryer lint.
Okay.
Do you know
brush
why?
Your cat? To start fires.
Very good.
Yes.
Save your dryer lint, and it makes a really good fire starter. Put some wax over it, melt some wax, an old candle, and put over it. Put it in a cardboard egg carton, dryer lint, dip it in some wax, and you've got an excellent fire starter. Books to read. If you don't have power and you don't have anything to do, no internet, you're gonna need books to read. So, Mom and I have a stockpile of books. Mike's got some books. The boys have some books. So, get yourself some books so that you have some entertainment if you don't have power.
And don't rely on your phone, because you won't have power, you won't have a phone.
Yeah. Number 4, playing cards. This goes to the entertainment thing, but playing cards would be really good to have. A couple of games, but playing cards are easy to carry around. Uno, Skip-Bo, just regular playing cards. All of those are great to have to help fight off boredom. Number 5, pantyhose. We're gonna have to get into your collection, dear.
Oh, thanks.
I'm only kidding.
I was gonna say, I don't need pantyhose. What?
Actually, you do, and here's why.
In case you want to rob a bank?
Yeah.
Sorry.
For men and women both, they would be really warm insulating, but thin. So, it sounds crazy, but in an emergency, pantyhose are really thin and they're lightweight to carry, but they would keep you really warm. But you can also use them if you need a bandage. You can cut them up and tie a really tight bandage. You can use them to filter water. You can use them in your garden to help tie up things. You can use them to tie up things around the house if you need to. I mean, there's thousands of things you can do with pantyhose. So, even if you don't wear pantyhose, which I don't, just get yourself a cheapy pair of, I would get like 5 or 10 cheapy pairs, you know, just for $1. And then you have them on hand if you need to filter your water or tie things up. Okay, so go ahead.
Well, I just pointed out to Tara that maybe she should mention that you're not using pantyhose to filter out germs and pathogens and
sediment.
Stuff like that. It's for sediment. Yeah. It's
and
not
algae. And
it's not going to be fine enough to filter out everything. So
no, and so then you'll filter it, get all the chunks out, and then bleach it is what you would do. Also, another thing with pantyhose, I saw a tip that said put pennies in it, and it can become a weapon.
Wow.
You could fling that thing around and really do some damage.
Oh my.
See, you never knew pantyhose could be violent. Number 6, a rocket stove. I did a whole video on this, but if you lose power, a rocket stove is a very efficient way to cook your food that uses very little wood so that you can get your food cooked quickly but efficiently, and it only takes 4 cinder blocks. Go check out my video on how to make a rocket stove. Number 7, a shovel. Now, here's the thing. You're going to want to have number 8, which is plastic sacks like Walmart to help with, well, how do we delicately say this, dear? You're the one who's delicate. To help with elimination, how do we say that? Let's see. To help with, you know, to collect poop is what I'm trying to say. So,
see, when you said shovel, I thought you were going to say in case it hits the fan, you can shovel it out of here. I wasn't going to say
so, if you run out of plastic bags or anything to dispose of human waste, you can have a shovel, and you may have to dig some holes and make yourself an outdoor outhouse and bury it. And
dig a hole that's kind of deep, and then you could just put one shovel on. This is like we've done this in camping before when we're in a really remote area.
Yeah.
If you dig it's really deep but kind of narrow, then people can throw one shovel of dirt in and it then you don't have to mess with all that.
Yeah, and so then, I mean, you may not have water, so you're not going to flush the toilet. I don't know what people think they're going to do if they can't flush the toilet, but if you run out of number 8, which is plastic bags, and here's the thing, guys, here's a little tip. Just line your toilet on the inside, turn off the water, and line it with a plastic bag and do your business, and then wrap it up and throw it away.
Then you won't be overwhelmed with number 2.
Then goodness gracious. Number 9. A drying rack, clothesline, clothespin. So this is more than one thing. I guess that gets us up to 12 or 13 things, I guess. But a plunger, a drying rack, a clothesline, and clothespins. How are you going to wash your clothes if you need to wash them? How are you going to dry your clothes if you need to dry them? Now, you can wash clothes by hand, but if you get a plunger with a 5-gallon bucket, that'll be a lot easier. If you have just a regular old-fashioned drying rack, I mean, my goodness, that's how we... Probably 10 years, that's how we dried our clothes in the winter because we couldn't afford to run the dryer. 10, 15 years, we hung our clothes on the drying rack, the socks and underwear on the drying rack, and then just hung all the shirts in the shower on the rod on hangers. So you have to have a method to dry your clothes. And number 10 that Mike thought of at Home Depot today.
Oh, WD-40.
Yeah, actually, I haven't heard anybody say this, but WD-40.
I keep WD-40 and duct tape. And a lot of farmers like baling wire. Those are things that you can use to either hold things together or get things separated that won't come apart and you might need.
Yeah.
So those are super, super useful.
Yeah. If you guys need more tips, please go check out my video on 15 things to stock up before hyperinflation hits. It's going viral right now, guys. It might be really helpful for you. Also, go to our website, livingonadime.com. We have a $5 a week stockpile free printable. The link is in the description below for both of these guys, but that free printable will help you get started stockpiling food in case there's a hurricane, tornado, earthquake, anything in your area, trucker strike that will disrupt your food supply. It will help you make it through an emergency without getting scared and without worrying about if you can take care of your family. Please visit us at livingonadime.com and we'll see you guys next time. So Mike had a tip for cards.
Yeah, if you're really good at it, it could be a source of extra income. Just kidding.